Let's see what happens if we hand carve with a screwdriver our own mold. Hey everybody, it's Rob with Rob Finds Treasure, and I felt like having a little fun today and making my own little project. So I have this old 2-ounce mold that I purchased online about a few months ago, and it's poured a lot of my bars. This is a 925 sterling bar that I use to melt some of my old jewelry. It's 2.4 ounces, so it's a few ounces heavy. So I figured, heck, let me try to carve some RFT initials into a bar. I know it's kind of rudimentary, but I think it gives it some character. All I used was a small screwdriver. There's all of the shavings, and I figured the RFT will take up some of the space, some of the silver will fall in there, and since this bar is not an even bar because it's 2.4 ounces versus 2.0, I figured maybe that little bit of extra silver will fill in the mold and give me a nice 2.4 ounce bar with my Rob Finds Treasure on it. It doesn't look bad at this angle. I had to make it in reverse. I took a white chalk marker and wrote RFT where I wanted it. And then I proceeded with slowly etching it out with this screwdriver. Took me about an hour. First time ever trying it. Man, it's tough on the hands. They're really tired right now. But like I was saying, it doesn't look that bad at this distance or the way that it came out. However, I probably need to sand it, but I still want to see what it comes out first and foremost so that I can continue to work on it if it needs some fine tuning. Well, it might need more than fine tuning, but you know. Anyway, I'm going to start with this 925 sterling bar. And even though I have an electric furnace, I'm not going to set it up yet because I don't have a safe place to set it up. I still have to get that done, but I got to clean some areas out in my garage first. But long story short, I'm not going to show you the pour this video because I don't know how the first one's going to come out as far as what the RFT will look like, but I promise you this, no matter what it comes out like, I will show you the final result. We're going to be using the blowtorch and a crucible method for now, and I'll be back once I've got this bar poured and we take a look at the final product. So using a pretty rudimentary setup, my crucible and my Matte Pro gas torch, along with my RFT mold, I just finished pouring it. I do all my own polishing by hand, so I use some coarse steel wool, some finer steel wool, a wire brush, as well as some wet sandpaper. And this is what it came out like. A little bit high on that F. I got to knock off a little bit of slag there, but I just hand polished it pretty good. And it looks pretty good. I do see that I need to tighten up maybe a little bit on the R, and the T is not as strong as I'd like, so I can fine tune that as well. But you know what? For a first time pour on a mold that I hand carved with a screwdriver, I think it came out pretty good. Let me know your guys' thoughts below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If I tighten this up, is this something you guys would be interested in? A hand-carved, hand-polished silver bar. Again, this has some slag because it is 925, so I'd use a little borax. I do got to knock that out, and I don't have a tumbler, so everything I have to do is literally hand polishing. It took me, with the crucible and the gas, about 10 minutes to get it to where it was pourable. It all poured out pretty smooth, and then about another 15 minutes with a wire brush and some steel wool and some sandpaper to kind of polish it up a little bit. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. And the bar came out pretty even because that extra 0.4 filled in the slots right there, the letters. All right, can't wait to get my furnace kicked in gear and get some more custom molds for some of those custom logos that everyone designed for me. But in the meantime, I wanted to go ahead and just hand carve my own and see what it come out like. So there you have it, everyone. Wanted to have a little project. We're not done with this mold. Like I said, I can tell by the design, I want to tighten up some of the letters, maybe deepen a little bit of that T in the base of the R. But I'm pretty excited. An hour worth of work on a mold. Another 30 minutes between heating the silver up, pouring it and polishing it. We got a pretty good little bar. Only thing left to do really, and I'll probably stamp it on the side. It's a 925 silver bar, so we got to make sure that no one confuse it with a 999 since it is sterling silver. Hopefully you enjoyed this little project that I decided to film today. If you did, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. And as always, everyone, happy hunting. Thanks for watching, and stack that silver.